Hello everyone, my name is Ernie Mansry. Today we'll talk about the power of existing brands and how they can make you money. As always, please remember, I'm not a certified financial advisor. Take everything with a grain of salt. You're solely responsible for your investment decisions. And when I talk about brands, I'm not talking about the people that are obsessed about brands like
I only wear Le Vent de Le Poupou Cologne. I'm the best.
I'm talking about how a powerful brand can guide you and help you find the right company and thus the right stock that eventually will make you money. Remember when we talked about the importance of being observant and take note of your surroundings? Well, this is one of those occasions.
Look for powerful brands. Look for powerful brands.
I'll tell you exactly what powerful brands are and how you could use them in your favor, especially when you're investing in the stock market, and also where and how to find them. So powerful brands are basically defined by their brand equity, which is the commercial value derived from the perception of the people who buy the product or service, just because of its brand. So basically it's like saying this plastic cap made by whatever company costs, say, 2 cents, whereas this gorgeous, really beautiful bottle cap made by my company located in Dreamland that has an E on it costs $10. And you're totally willing to pay that. $10. 10. That's a powerful brand. Of course, most of the time powerful brands have made their way up because they offer a great product or service, or both. When it comes to choosing a stock, a powerful brand makes pretty much sense. A company that produces products with a strong brand has lots of loyal customers who tell other people about their wonderful products. And that drives the company's sales up, which is usually a good sign because it means the company is making money, it's making progress, which eventually leads to increasing the value of the stock. But how do I know which brands are powerful? Also, how do I know which brands are becoming powerful? First, as we mentioned in another video, start with what you already know. What brands do you consider to be powerful? Consider not just existing brands, the brands that you already consider to be powerful, but also those relatively new brands that are becoming more and more popular. Second, let's do some research. There's lots of publicly available information on our beloved internet. There are many sources you can check. For example, you have Google reviews, you have social media. There's also another cool source that I came across with that I would like to show you. This is a cool website I came across with. It's from a consulting firm named Interbrand. Here you can learn what's going on with brands, not only in the United States, but also globally. So what we're going to do is see which are at present the most powerful brands and then pick some of them and compare how they've been performing in the stock market in the long term. Let's click on Best Global Brands 2018. Now we click on Top 100. So there we have it, the Best Global Brands 2018 rankings. Here we can see which ones have been growing, which ones have been losing power, and which brands have recently entered the top 100 of the most powerful brands in the world. Apple ranks first as the most powerful global brand and increased its value by 16% on 2018. Let's take note of that, as we later will check its performance in the stock market. The second most powerful brand in the world is Google. Its value increased 10%. The third most powerful brand is Amazon. Not only ranks third, but also is the fastest growing brand. It increased its value by 56% according to the study. Now let's see another fast growing brand, Salesforce. This brand is within the top 100 and also a top growing brand. It increased its value by 23%. Now let's pick a few brands that have lost value and then see how they've been performing in the stock market. IBM is another global brand, but in this case we can see it has lost 8% in 2018. Later we'll see its performance in the stock market in the long term. Now we can see another well-known brand, Kellogg's, which has lost some power in 2018. Its brand has not grown in value. Also, it's not ranked in the higher places within the top 100. It's in the middle. We'll see its performance in the stock market as well. This is another brand, H&M. According to the study, it has lost 18% value. We'll see how it's been performing in the stock market too. General Electric, another global brand. This brand has lost 26% value according to the study. We'll see its performance in the stock market as well. Now let's go to google.com and check the stock performance of the companies we just mentioned. As you can see, Apple has performed consistently in an upward trend, at least in the long term. Now let's check Google. We can say the same about this company. Now let's check Amazon. Remember, this brand is not only powerful, but also a top growing brand. As you can see, it has performed in an upward trend as well. Now let's go to another fast growing brand, Salesforce, also in an uptrend when considering the long term. Now let's check the stock performance of those companies whose brands have not performed so well in 2018. We can see here IBM. We mentioned this brand had lost 8% value in 2018. Now, we can see the stock performance has not followed a consistent trend. It has been moving sideways. Now let's check Kellogg's, which has lost power in 2018 according to the Interbrand study. Its long-term performance in the stock market is somewhat sideways as well. Now let's check H&M. Its brand lost 18% in 2018. We can see the performance has not followed an upward trend in the long term. So now let's take a look at General Electric. As you can remember in the Interbrand study, its brand value had fallen 26% for 2018. And when we come to see the stock performance in the long term, it has not been favorable. Granted, by the time we're making this video, the stock has gone up because there are great expectations. But in my opinion, it's still too soon to tell what will happen in the long term. In any case, it's always a good idea to check how a brand is doing before investing in its stock, especially if you are a long-term investor. Granted, there are many other things to consider when choosing a company, when choosing a stock. There's nothing 100% certain when it comes to investing. Companies might always improve, they might improve their sales, they might catch up with new products, new services, new innovations, news around them might be positive. Of course, there are many things to consider when it comes to investing, but brand equity or having a powerful brand, it's a very important indicator that you should take into consideration. So what do you think is going to be the greatest global brand? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, which I'm sure you did, please share it with your friends. That would mean the world to me. Also hit like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.